Hello, my beautiful collective. This is not a small message. This is not a casual confirmation. Oh, too many. And this is not a reading for the part of you that is still trying to negotiate with the past. This is a message for the part of you that already knows something has ended. Okay? And something sacred in this dragon is now being placed before you. Angel comes out to let me know that this is a message for Divine Royal. So you might, but it doesn't have to be. So there will be messages here specifically for those who identify as Divine Royal, Starseed, Galactic Royalty, Spiritual Royalty, Cosmic Royalty, Celestial Royalty. Any of those, okay? And ultimately, the guidance here will flow through, letting you know that level up and what that entails moving forward. Also, how you may be feeling and how to navigate some of these shifts and changes for you. So, something has shifted and something sacred is now being placed before you. What Spirit is showing me today with great force is that many of you are standing at a divine threshold. And this threshold is not symbolic only. This threshold is real. This is the crossing over from an old life into a new one. For many of you, a cycle is ending, and you know it. You've already seen all the signs. For many of you, a cycle of karmic burden, spiritual warfare, delay, heaviness, emotional exhaustion, confusion, overextension, and deeper refinement, deeper inner refinement has now come to completion. And I need to say this plainly. The season of carrying what no longer belongs to you is over. The season of shrinking, waiting, hesitating, and second guessing what Spirit already told you is over. Because what I hear Spirit saying is a new life is being presented to you now. A new life, a new contract, a new level, a new standard, a new embodiment. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So this is a new frequency. Ultimately, a new assignment. And the energy around this reading is carrying the celestial codes of 7776, 555, 5522, 2442, 4422, 9887, and 8877. So you may be seeing one or any or all of these numbers. You may also be seeing 777. And together, these codes are not whispering. They are declaring. The preparation phase is over. The mission phase is active. Fractal Widget comes screaming. The level up is now. Many of you have spent years being prepared, forged in the fire. Prepared in obscurity, prepared through loss, prepared through disappointment, prepared through isolation, I'm hearing, prepared through lessons you did not understand while you were living them. But Spirit says none of it was wasted. Not one tear. Not one closed door. Not one delay. Not one stripping away. Not one lonely season. And not one uncomfortable transformation. It all served a purpose. Because it built the vessel that can now hold what is coming next. And one of the loudest messages in this reading is that the divine is acknowledging you at this time. The divine acknowledges you in more ways than you will ever know. This is a big thumbs up, a congratulation, a confirmation you're doing the right thing, especially through the code of 7776. This feels like a holy thank you, a divine recognition, a heavenly acknowledgement that says, you stayed the course. You embraced some of the darkest, most shadowy parts of you and transmuted them into the light. You kept going. You aligned. You endured. You chose light. You chose growth. You chose the higher road. And now you are ready to receive what that faithfulness has opened. This is not random reward. This is earned alignment. And Spirit is saying that the heavy thing is lifting. The heavy lifting season, I'm hearing, is beginning to give way to the receiving season. The striving season is giving way to the stabilizing season. The battle season is giving way to the blessing season. But the key that keeps appearing here again and again is gratitude. Gratitude and faith and belief are huge messages coming through. Look at that. All right, so be in gratitude. Gratitude is what protects the new life. Gratitude is what magnifies the new life. Some of you think gratitude is just about being polite to God. Gratitude is not limited in any way. Gratitude is as infinite as the divine. And you can be grateful for all aspects of your being and your life. And this is what is being rang true. Express gratitude to the universe. Use your sound in song to write grateful words and be grateful in all your moments to align even higher to blissful manifestations and magnetically allured attractions coming into your life. Some of you think gratitude is just that, but no. Gratitude is spiritual agreement. Gratitude is energetic confirmation. Gratitude says, I recognize what you are doing, and I am willing to receive it. So yes, thank Spirit for what is coming. And congratulations for anyone who is in this message, anyone who resonates with this message, anyone that this message is for. Not only will you be blessed because you already are blessed, but the blessings are going to multiply in your life. And ultimately, there is a blessing that's coming into your life. And also for some of you, there's a blessing that you're not affording yourself to see that's already in your life. So make sure that we're being grateful and really showing gratitude in all moments so that we're not missing any blessings received or blessings on the way to being received, is the message coming through. So remember, gratitude is energetic confirmation. So yes, thank Spirit for what is coming, but also thank Spirit for what ended. Ultimately, all right. Ultimately, thank Spirit for the door that closed. Thank Spirit for the attachment that broke. Thank Spirit for your strength to endure. Thank Spirit for the cycle that exhausted itself. Thank Spirit for the confusion. And that exposed what was false. All that it exposed. If you wouldn't have been in the confusion, if there would have never been any confusion, then you would have been able to take falsehoods, false relationships, false experiences, circumstances, situations, persons, places, things, all the things that no longer resonate, that fell away from your life. You would have brought them into an alignment that they don't A, deserve to be a part of, and B, don't resonate with. And so thank Spirit for all the confusion that exposed what was false. And thank Spirit for the relationships you outgrew. Thank Spirit for what could not follow you, where you are now going. Because many of you are being shown something profound right now, here, today. You did not incarnate to remain in spiritual preparation forever. Ultimately, you came here to be a bridge between spirit and matter, a bridge between divine wisdom and practical living, a bridge between heavenly truth and earthly embodiment. That is why this collective carries such a strong divine royal frequency. Not because you were meant to dominate, not because you were meant to perform, and not because you are above others, but because you are called to steward. To steward power, to steward light, to steward influence, to steward resources, to steward wisdom, to steward love. I'm hearing to steward responsibilities. This is royal energy in its pure form. Sovereign, compassionate, aligned, truthful, disciplined, protective, and heart-led. And because of that, Spirit is being very direct today. Stop trying to save what is collapsing. Stop trying to rescue expired cycles. Stop trying to resurrect relationships that are rooted in misalignment. Stop trying to sustain environments that suffocate your spirit. Stop trying to keep alive the identity that your soul has already shed. I feel that so strongly. Some of you are still using your life force to hold together what God already judged complete. And Spirit says, lovingly but firmly, release it. Release the habit. Release the pattern. Release the role. Release the fear. Release the doubt. Release the worry. Release the need to be who used to be. Release the attachment to old doors, old scenarios, old outcomes. They're flying everywhere. All right, so old doors are not opening anymore. And there is a divine royal contract that is being activated. Even if you don't identify as divine royal or you don't realize that it's you, the sovereignty, the desire to serve humanity, the desire to heal yourself and others, the desire to see the greatest good for all humankind, the desire for health and harmony, and for the neutralization of chaos and conflict. Those are true hallmarkers to who we are speaking of and to today. Confirmation received. So this is about accepting and stepping into the leveling up of that divine contract in whatever capacity that is for you, whether that be you just stepping into your life purpose, whether that be you just stepping out of your comfort zone, whether that be you stepping into a true role that you feel is truly yours and finally following divine insight or intuition, however that comes through for you. Because old doors are not opening anymore. Not because you are blocked, but because your energy is no longer aligned there and is no longer assigned there. And this brings in the powerful energy of 555 and 45. This is not coming through because you are blocked. This is not coming through because you are stagnant, but because your energy has shifted. And this brings in the powerful energy of 45, 555, and 5522. These celestial codes equal rapid transformation. This is soul contract modification. This is the shift from I am preparing into I am doing. This is where passive waiting ends. Confirmation received. This is where inspired action begins. This is where you stop asking for signs you have already received. This is where you stop saying, one day. This is where you move. You send the message. You make the decision. You launch the work. You leave the stagnation. You stop shrinking. You tell the truth. You honor the honest next step. You become yourself without apology. And because this transformation is active, this life purpose is unfolding in your life now. This transformation is active. Manifestation is accelerating. The veil feels thin right now. Thoughts are potent. Words are potent. Emotions are potent. And decisions are potent. Your inner world is no longer sitting quietly behind the scenes. It is being projected outward with high velocity and with speed. Okay? So Spirit is saying, be careful what you energize. Do not declare the new while feeding the old. Feeling or feeding the old. We said feeling, so that obviously is for somebody. Do not declare the new while feeling or feeding the old. Do not ask for elevation while entertaining decay. Do not say you want divine increase while emotionally rehearsing scarcity, fear, and self-doubt. You are in alignment. Any chaos or destruction in your life is swiftly turning into new possibilities and unfolding new patterns and new pathways in your life. So do not say you want divine increase while emotionally rehearsing scarcity, fear, and self-doubt. Because what you nourish now grows quickly. And with that, your intuition is sharpening. Your discernment is sharpening. Your inner knowing is sharpening. Some of you have been wondering if you are imagining what you feel. You are not imagining anything. You are not. You really are seeing more clearly now. You really are sensing what is alive and what is dead. You really are noticing what is aligned and what is off. You really are becoming more psychically sensitive, more spiritually perceptive, more inwardly guided. Okay, so you're being inwardly guided. All of these activations are coming online because this is all a initiation and activation. This is part of the activation. And it is happening because your next level requires discernment. You cannot carry royal frequency and keep giving access to what dishonors it. So yes, this reading is also calling for a relationship audit. Who depletes you? Who distorts you? Who keeps you in confusion? Who benefits from your smallness? Who only fits the version of you that is now dying? And on the other side of that, who supports your truth? Who brings peace? Who reflects your growth? Who is productive, balanced, honest, and spiritually coherent? Who belongs in your next chapter? Because this collective is being realigned, not only with purpose, but with proper partnership. For some, that means divinely aligned companions. For others, it means healing first, so that your life itself becomes the medicine you carry for others. Okay. Because many of you are not just being blessed. Amazing. Congratulations. You are being positioned. Positioned as mentors. Positioned as teachers. Positioned as healers. Positioned as examples. Positioned as compassionate shepherds. Positioned as humanitarian leaders. Positioned as socially conscious and spiritual business owners, I'm hearing. Positioned as living evidence that spiritual power and material blessing are not enemies. That is a huge revelation in this reading. This collective did not come here to prove holiness through suffering alone. You came here to demonstrate that spirit and prosperity can coexist. That purpose can be funded. That calling can become structure. That gifts can become provision. And that love and leadership can exist together. And that abundance can be sacred. And that is why 2442, 4422, 9887, and 8877 are so important here. These celestial codes are in perfect alignment. So you might be seeing these numbers, 2442, 4422, or the 2s and 4s in any rendition or sequence, 9887 or ascending numbers, and 8877 or the 8s and 7s in any combination or sequence. You don't have to be, but those are just confirmations that this message is for you. But if any of these messages resonate or any of this guidance resonates with you, then this message is for you. If you are still in this reading, this entire reading and all these positive messages, plus the unfoldment in your life, the activation, and the level up are all yours. So claim them. They are yours. And those are builder codes, right? These are builder codes. So the foundation codes, authority codes, abundance codes, and legacy codes. These numbers are saying that what you built in the unseen is ready to take form in the seen. So it's a beautiful message coming through here. Some of you are entering a season of where your creativity becomes provision. Your gifts become income. Your mission receives resources. Your calling receives infrastructure. Your passion becomes stability. So that's what these codes are really calling in. If any of those things feel like they're happening in your life, then you are in alignment with this message. And Spirit is saying you are no longer meant to live under scarcity laws. There is an inheritance here. But inheritance requires stewardship. So the question becomes, can you handle more? 77, energy. Can you receive more? Can you be supported more? Will you allow yourself to receive more and be supported more? Can you manage more also? Can you stop apologizing for expansion? Comes through as well. Can you stop shrinking? And when support appears, can you stop treating your gifts like hobbies? When heaven is trying to turn them into structure. Because many of you are now being asked to view your life differently. Not through the lens of personal survival only, but through the lens of a sacred assignment. Phoenix Fire Elite is what I'm hearing. Your money is not just money. Your gifts are not just gifts. Your voice is not just a voice. Your platform is not just a platform. Your opportunities are not just opportunities. They are a mission. And they are mission assets now. And because of that, this message is not only mystical, it is practical. Spirit keeps saying, build the foundation. Create the structure. Organize your life. Clarify the plan. Strengthen the routine. Tend to your body. And ground the vision. Move physically on earth in support of what you spiritually know. Confirmation received. Because you are here to anchor heaven on earth. Not just admire it. Not just talk about it. Not just channel it. Anchor it. Live it. Build it. Embody it. And I feel this so deeply for the collective. The seeking season is ending. The acting season is beginning. The smaller life is losing permission to lead. The new life is not far away. So it's here. And your next steps are clear. Acknowledge the transmission. Accept it. Say yes to it. You may need to literally say, I accept the new life and blessings the divine is presenting to me. Go ahead and say that. I accept the new life and blessings the divine is presenting to me. I accept this positive change. I am ready for my level up. Practice gratitude deliberately. Not someday, now. You can go through and be thankful for everything you have in your life, in your room, in your apartment, in your house, in your driveway, in your garage, wherever you are, that you are seeing this and you are absorbing this message. Be grateful. Be grateful for all you have in your life, because more is on the way. Big blessings, okay? So identify what old pattern, fear, identity, job, relationship, or attachment is still active in your field, and make one move to release it. Go into stillness and ask, what is my next honest step? And then honor whatever comes out, you know? A new routine is forming. Habits are shaping your destiny. Realize that. So establish one productive ritual today. The repetition will build results, and your progress is compounding, right? And it will compound exponentially if you establish at least one productive ritual just today, okay? So ultimately, what comes out here is going into stillness, asking, what is my next honest step here, right? And then just honor and do whatever it comes out as. Surround yourself with what sustains your frequency right now. You are in a higher frequency. You are elevating to a point where you are becoming the embodiment of your highest self, and that aligns you with your highest timeline. Confirmation received on my phone. Thank you. So, prayer, beauty, truth, sacred wisdom, creative energy, spiritual study, anything that reminds your soul who it is. Ground yourself, because this energy can feel intense. Walk, breathe, stretch, pray, meditate, get into nature. Calm your nervous system so your body can hold what your spirit is receiving. And strengthen your foundation. Plan, build, organize, act is what this combo is saying. Proceed as though what God said is true, and act as if it already has come to you. Because it is. And above all, confirmation received. Trust your intuition. Trust the voice within. Trust what keeps rising. Trust what spirit has already repeated to you in 100 forms. Because the deepest truth in this reading is this: you are not in the season of becoming ready anymore. Confirmation received. You are ready. The old cycle is complete. The contract has been updated. The inheritance is opening. The mission is active. The new life is here, you guys. And the question before this collective today is not whether spirit is willing. The question is, will you accept what heaven is now placing in your hands? The teachability index cards that come out, confirmation received for today for the collective, are, please make sure that we're celebrating the small wins and remembering that small wins matter, okay? And progress accumulates quietly. So don't expect these big shifts or these big bangs. Just know that things are shifting and aligning for you as we speak. Act as if. Celebrate one minor improvement in your life or in your energy. Remember that gratitude fuels perseverance. And when we celebrate, that is a way of being grateful. So, this motivation will compound with your progress that is compounding. And remember that long term focus wins. So prioritize your future above all else. This is the message that's coming through here. Remember that you're in alignment with a higher level up, higher aligned timeline, and a higher modified or a recently modified soul mission and divine life purpose, divine royal soul mission, galactic soul mission, cosmic royal soul mission, or life purpose and soul mission in life. Okay, whatever resonates with you. You don't have to resonate with any of those. Any of the guidance messages that you heard in this video, it is for you. If you're at the end of this message, this divine transmission, then this entire reading is for you. And congratulations, you did the work, and now you're about to see the rewards. And so I send all my light, my love, and my blessings to you, and I will see you in my next reading.